In this video, airport travel tips for a healthy, relaxing, and enjoyable experience. If possible, try to arrive at the airport early and try to find a nice, quiet place without crowds. And hopefully you can find a nice, quiet, oasis type environment in the chaotic area of an airport these days. Just enough space that you can maybe find some empty chairs where you can set your stuff down and just relax. Even if you can't find such a magical place in an airport, which is sometimes hard to do when there's a lot of crowds or you're in a confined terminal with not a lot of options, then what you could do is just try to find a corner of the terminal, wherever it may be, that is even just a little bit or slightly less noisy and crowded. That will also go a long way, especially if you just relax and use your own meditation abilities. Just relax, zone out, think about other things. That's gonna really help you a lot to take the stress levels down a notch or two. Another thing you can do to help with your relaxation is to take it upon yourself to enjoy a nice, maybe lightly caffeinated beverage like a diet soda. Do this only if you are accustomed to drinking stuff that has caffeine. You may even prefer coffee if you're a heavy coffee drinker. Coffee and caffeine products may actually relax you in the near term, which could be a benefit to you in that situation. However, if you do not drink coffee on a regular basis or stuff that has caffeine, I would say stick to something like water to stay hydrated. You want to stay hydrated as much as you can, and this will help you promote a nice relaxing mood. When you're hydrated, that does go a long way to making you feel at ease. Another thing that could help with your relaxation initiative here is to basically try to have a nice noise canceling experience where you can control the ambient sounds, whether it be you want to introduce some mood music or just slightly quiet the surrounding area. If you can't find the ideal spot, this type of headset that goes over the ear and has noise canceling features can go a long way to giving you more of a quiet atmosphere that is artificial, but still it gets the job done, and it gives you the sensation that you're in your own private oasis. Yet another important item that you should consider for relaxing at the airport is your choice of clothing. Always try to bring stuff that is comfortable and that is gonna serve a purpose. For example, I always try to bring some type of hoodie because I could also use it as a hat to cover my ears in case I don't have headphones, or if I just want a little bit of noise reduction to maybe make my environment slightly quieter. And it's also pretty comfortable. I like the way it feels, and it's actually something that you could wear even if it's warm outside, because sometimes airports have pretty strong air conditioning on the inside. And don't forget to clean any high touch surface area that you're gonna come in direct contact with, whether it's your hands, your clothes, the back of your head. If you're resting on a seat back in an airplane or in the airport, definitely use hand sanitizing products, or better yet, carry around a few of these self-contained hand sanitizing wipes that have been pre-treated with a cleansing solution. And you can find this in a lot of places. This is just one that I picked up from a recent JetBlue airplane flight that I went on, and they gave this as complimentary and I kept it. And these are great, very good to have, and it will give you a stress-free environment knowing that you can clean at any time. One of the huge benefits of actually arriving very early at the airport before your flight is that you can not only have less stress because you know you're not going to miss your flight and be late, but it's because you have the luxury of time to find some quality healthy food options when you get hungry, which is important because you don't want to just rely on the whatever food or snack is going to be provided to you for free on the plane. Those are usually not the healthiest, they're not the most satisfying, and it's just a better idea, guys, to just look around the airport, take in the sights, walk around, see what's there. You'll be surprised at some of the healthy options that you can locate if you just look around and be creative with your meal choices. I like certain places where you can kind of assemble your plate, like either a Chipotle or a Qdoba, something like that. I usually make some type of salad bowl with some lettuce, beans, vegetables, some type of lean steak or chicken. And I actually add avocado to that just to give it a little bit of extra fat and spice to it, depending on where you buy it from. But yeah, you can find these in a lot of airports. You just need to look around. And while I'm on the topic of looking around, don't forget to wear comfortable shoes. You wanna have comfortable shoes, not only so you can take them easily on and off at security checkpoints, but also because you want to be able to walk around the airport to stay physically fit and also to stretch your legs before a long flight where you're just basically sitting in an airplane seat. People underestimate the amount of healthy physical activity that you can get done at an airport when you arrive early, when you have comfortable shoes, and when you are motivated. And one of the ways to be motivated, if you're just an average person, I honestly do not do this anymore. I used to, but it's kind of second nature to me now. But if you're like most people, you want a little bit of extra boost, a little motivation to push you to do it, to make you want to do it, and even to make it kind of fun, you could try using one of the wearable activity trackers that helps you monitor the amount of steps that you take, which is a lot of fun and motivating to a lot of people because they can basically track their progress and their journey and how much they're actually moving, how much are they being active, how effective is their workouts. And this is something that you could do at the airport because you're going to be predominantly, obviously, exclusively just walking. That's the extent of the physical activity. And it's actually perfectly suited for the features of our smartwatch, a wearable that goes on your wrist that basically tracks your footsteps. Everybody knows about these. A lot of people have them already, but some people don't use them. And if you think you need to buy a very expensive one, it's not true. You can actually buy a slightly more affordable one that I think is really good. I recommend it. I actually owned an older version of this a few years ago when I used to use one, and that is the Fitbit. And now they actually have a newer model, which is the Fitbit with the Amazon Alexa improved battery life, and people actually do enjoy it. It gives people sometimes a temporary boost in motivation, and sometimes it actually carries them and pushes them through to actually enjoying physical activity to the point where they actually get really good results and want to stay on track longer than they would have if they didn't have that device on their arm reminding them and also showing them their progress. I'm gonna leave a link to my Amazon affiliate link in the video description down below with the Fitbit that I recommend. I'm actually gonna give you two options. One is gonna be a little bit of an older model that I used to use back in the day and it does the job, but I'm also gonna leave you a link to the current newer model, which has significant benefit to the older model. So the new one is about $50 something cheap, more expensive, I should say, but it's actually worth it in my opinion because it gives you a lot of battery life. It's about almost a week, whereas the other one would die in just a few days, and it has a lot better connectivity. It's just a lot more reliable than the old one was. But still, the old one is still pretty good. It gets the job done. But again, the newer model is just so much better with its software integration of Alexa. With Amazon, you can actually give it voice commands, verbal commands to do certain things, set reminders, fitness reminders, activate your fitness tracker just verbally. And you can also use it kind of like a mini Amazon Alexa, which a lot of people are already familiar with. And if you want the pricing information, it's important for you to refer to the Amazon link that I'm leaving down below in the video description, only because pricing does fluctuate, and it also is going to depend on when you're watching this video. Also, these products often get promoted by the manufacturer and the seller, and they go on sale a lot, and you can get a really good deal sometimes. So definitely check the link, do a little research while you're at it. And if you purchase through there, obviously I get a little bit of a kickback, only because it's my Amazon affiliate link. But don't worry, it does not cost you any extra. Anyway, guys, with that said, hope you got something out of this video. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.